Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching. Today, Thursday, March 18th. And today, I won't take up too much of your time, but I'm going to talk to you about scheduling and discipline. Which is, of course, very important to your successful and productive day. So, first, let me check, make sure I'm live and my connection is good, and we're good. So, scheduling and discipline. Now, it's been over a year since COVID started, and I know it's not over yet, but I'm still hearing, and hopefully I don't hear for long, from agents, some using the COVID as their excuses of why their life and everything changed with their schedule and their disciplines and their habits. So just think, I mean, it's crazy that over a year now that we probably, if you look back, probably have some habits right now that are, I refer to as COVID habits. I was reading an article the other day that they're calling weight gain over this last year is the COVID-15. So they say like the average person gained 15 pounds during COVID. I could say I actually did, but I could also say I'm back down to my pre-COVID weight. Yes, I am, and have more to go, of course. But back to real estate, is that you probably had things in your schedule, disciplines, habits a year ago that you have today that are not productive to real estate and to your success. I guarantee it. But you're getting used to it. What are habits? Habits are good or bad, or just things that you continually do. And I know there's habits that you're doing right now, or good habits that you're avoiding that you blamed it on COVID. Going door to door, meeting people, going to events, going to restaurants, going to networking with people. Scheduling face-to-face meetings with people, trying to do everything over Zoom. Hopefully you doubled up on the things that you couldn't do face-to-face or weren't doing face-to-face. But it's going to, let me just, we know, to be honest, it's opened up pretty much. There's people 100% back to normal. I'm not condoning that. Back to normal is what things they were, and there's people out there still playing it safe with COVID, and they're arranging their schedules, they're arranging their time for it. So get ready. Let's say this: we all know, I think 99.9% of us are going to agree that between today and this summer, this fall, whenever, that everything, let's just say face-to-face meetings, the anxiety people have with COVID in conducting business in real estate is going to end. It's going to end eventually, and we're going to go back to the normal. So what I'm saying today is you've got to start, if you haven't done already, stop using the COVID as the excuses. See what you're doing in your schedule. Do you have the disciplines to go back to what you were doing before that worked? If you didn't, if you don't have things in your schedule daily to make yourself productive, rewrite your schedule. If you're doing things, at least make a mental note or a highlight things in your schedule that you'd want to do that you're just not comfortable doing yet, or the things that you were doing are not open yet. Example, agents that went to networking events, meet with their community, groups, charities, anywhere that is getting you in front of people to remind them you're in real estate, to be in front of people. You got to meet people every day. You got to meet new people. You got to connect with people. So at least highlight the things that are just not open yet. You'd love to, but you're like, hey, I used to do this, or I was going to do this before. I have a lot of agents, just in Century 21 HomeStar, just here in our office, at least 40 to 50 brand new agents between now and this time last year, right out of school. So all of you that are watching this are brand new. You might have things you didn't even know what things you can do because things have been shut down. Things that you would have done or can do to meet people and be connected with people. Because I tell agents, if anything, just be in front of people. Do something. Volunteer. Get get involved in your community. You got to be in front of people all the time. And over the last year, if you got your license, if you're new, you might not know what to do. You're like, these things weren't available. So start putting in your schedule things that you want to do to be in front of people and get your name out there and network with people. At least highlight things that are not available yet that you want to do, that when they become available, keep watching. Check with your community, check with your church, check with your thing. When are you guys going to have these meetings again? When can I get involved? When can I help this? When can I do that? Start putting in your schedule to remind you, because things are going to open up and you don't want to be left behind. And there's other realtors doing it too. So when things open back up, maybe you'll be the first agent there. And there won't be other agents in that group. I have many agents that I coach that say, "Oh yeah, I volunteer here. I get together once a month here. I remind the people that I'm an agent. I'm on their board." And then I always hear from agents, "Well, there's another agent in there too that's passing out their cards and networking with people, or they've been there longer than me." So any of things, social things, business things, anything, just watch when they open. Maybe you'll get your foot in the door first. Maybe those other agents won't come back to that event because they've been doing other things. So this could be a rebirth of your schedule, a fresh start. All of these things that are going to be reopening for an ability for you to network and get your face out there and meet people. You might have a new opportunity because the other agents that were doing it are not coming back or don't notice it's back open, whatever it is, because you have to figure that out for yourself. The bottom line is, it's all, I'm giving you general terms because there's a million and one things you can do to be in front of people. You got to figure out what's best for you, that's easiest for you, that you're going to continue and do for a long period of time and be very consistent with it. If you do something that you hate, that you despise, and you just you're like a 2-year-old every day, or when these things come up, like, I don't want to go to school today, I don't want to go do this. If you do that, it's never going to last. I know you don't have to love it because you would rather be home with your families doing family things, but you have to get out there. This is the career you've chosen. You want to get to the next level. You can't do it by not talking to people and not meeting people and sitting at home. So that's what I wanted you to take away, is think of the things, just the schedule, come up with the disciplines of what you had to do every day, and think of the things that you should be doing face-to-face, networking, getting in front of people, things that haven't opened yet, so you could be the first one in the door. You could be the one ready. And guess what? The best thing you can do is, whatever those things you're doing, is be the person in charge. Not in charge where it's taking up hours and hours of your time a day or a week, but in charge where you're networking with those people and communicating with the people in those groups. Example I used to do when my sons were younger. They're both 20 and 21 now, but when they were younger, and I would help coach their teams. So I would get involved in every one of their teams. Help. Not head, because that's too much work. Help coach. And what I always do is organize practices, letting all the parents know, organize the once a week after their games, letting all the parents know how their child did and their improvements they're making and all of that. What did I do? I connected myself with their children, which is very, very easy connection. They go, wow, if they care about my kids, they're going to care about other things. And subliminally put in my text messages a signature, and in my emails to the parents about me. I sold minimum 3 to 4 houses every year for just help coaching, and that was subliminal marketing, like, oh, you're a realtor, I remember that, I'm looking for a house, without me asking those people for referrals. Just the 10-15 people, the parents that were in there, always got someone buying a house. 3 or 4 sales. So I got involved, and let's just say average sale $4,000. What's that, 16? Minimum like $16,000 to $20,000 I made a year just to help coach. So think of that. All your volunteering, I know I'm going off topic. I said it was going to be short, but I never do. Just think about all the volunteering you could do. You're going to be the one of the only people that actually gets paid for volunteering because you're going to get business out of it. Again, you have to care about the volunteering. It's got to be in your heart. Yes, I love being around my sons and helping the coach and being around the kids. They're great. It was awesome to do and to cut out that time. I didn't hate it, but also there's a business side of things, and I'm going to get paid for it too through business. So they're going to see through that. If you're only doing it for money, they're going to see through it. That's not the right way to do it. So do things that you love. And volunteering and getting involved in the community and groups will bring you business if you do it the right way. So that's it for today. I don't want to keep you too long. Thank you for joining today on Thursday, and we will see another great topic. Haven't thought about it yet. Have a few in mind for tomorrow, Friday at noon. So that's it. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.